Hello and welcome. I wanted to talk to you today about hard work, about getting the results, getting what you want and creating what you want in your life and the role that hard work plays in that. So one of the things that I know is this subject is definitely one of those subjects that is a little bit of a paradox. And I want to tell you a little bit of a story in there. So when my son was about 3 years old, he decided that he wanted to learn to ride his bike. And so he set off one morning into the top of the garden with his bike. We took his stabilizers off and all day he practiced and practiced and practiced, and he fell off and he got back up and he pushed his bike to the back of the garden and he just continued to try and try. And by the end of that evening, he could ride his bike. Now, in one sense of the word, you might say that he worked really, really hard. But when I looked at my son, what he was doing was thoroughly enjoying himself. And there is a saying that if you are doing what you love, you never work a day in your life. But I watch a lot of people who have a goal, have something they want to achieve, have something that they want to do or get to. And they believe that they have to sacrifice a lot of time with their children, sacrifice holidays, sacrifice lie-ins at the weekend, sacrifice all of the things that they would love to be doing in their life and push and push and push to the point of burnout, to the point of struggle, to the point of stressing to achieve what it is they want. And what I see is between these two things, there is a way that the world works, and there is a way that we can come to understand how the world works and how creation works. And we can do what we love, we can have a ton of fun, and yet there is stuff to do. You've got to get out of bed, you've got to do things. But when we are doing what we love, and when we are doing it from a space of understanding how this universe works, so we're putting the time in. When my son was learning to ride his bike, he was learning about, without realizing it obviously, he was learning about the laws of balance. He was learning how a bike, when it has only got two wheels, that looks as if when you try to hold it up it's going to fall down. He was learning about how that worked and applying what he was learning, understanding balance to get the results he wanted. Now, what I see is that we have this amazing gift within us. There are two gifts that human beings have. We have the gift of thought. We have the gift of creative thought, of imagination. We have the gift of speech. And we can use these things. We can use these gifts that we have to create the things we want in our lives. That's how things get created. And when we put in a ton of work, and when we push, and when we burn ourselves out, and when we do all of those things, I'm not saying we never get results, but the only results we're ever going to get is when we inadvertently use the laws of the universe to our advantage. That's the bit that made this work. It's not the push, it's not the slaving, it's not the burnout. Those are the things. Understanding what we are doing, understanding how the universe works, that's the bit that you somehow managed to harness without realizing you were. And that is what created anything that you truly love, anything that you truly treasure in your life. That's creation. That's the law of creation. So beginning to look to your own mind and beginning to look to this amazing ability that you have to imagine, to project forward and see and live in the state that you want to live in, to see what your life would be like when you are there, and then to bring the person that you are in this present moment forward in time to that place, to that state of mind, to that understanding. That is how creation works. That's when we don't have to burn ourselves out and push so hard. So I hope there was something interesting in there for you. And if you enjoyed it and would like to join me, like to dive deeper with with me in this. I am doing something called 365 Days of Cracking Creation, a year-long program that you can join in at any time, and we're diving deeply into looking at how this works so that we can create a life we love, so that we can deliberately and purposely create a most amazing life. The details of how to find more and join it are beneath this video. Please do comment on this video. Comments are absolutely great. I love to hear from you. I love to hear what you're thinking, and if there's anything you would like me to make a video about, also put that in the comments and I will do my very best to do that. Take care, have an amazing day, and I will see you somewhere soon. Bye for now.